Hello everyone. And yes, it's been a really long time, and I'm not exactly coming back, no. This is a one-off, because as you know, I've already covered previous expansions, and I wanted to do this one, but it's 4 AM on Sunday. I literally had no other time to do this, and instead of boring you with the explanation on why and how and when, I'm just gonna jump right into it and hope for the best, because I literally forgot anything about this. It took me like more than half an hour to set this up. So, let's get right into it. I have 40 packs, which are, of course, spread around all of the expansions, because that's what they've been giving me throughout the 3 months that goes between the expansions. I have no idea how the standard is gonna shape up, because I haven't found a single person playing standard. Probably because I haven't played standard myself. And yeah, let's just get started. Yeah, probably all of this is gonna be the same thing that always is, just cards that I already have, but we have to go over them, you know, in case we get another legendary, like last time, where we got Antonidas, which forced me to craft the quest for Mage, and then we got Hexmaster from the expansion, and created a deck. A deck that worked, actually. Not like the Shirvala deck, which was a complete failure, but yeah. So just in case... Well, I mean, better than nothing. I'm not gonna mix them up, I'm just gonna go down the line this time, because I don't really know how much time I have. So... another golden. Good dust. Am I? Yeah, the mic is picking up, sorry. No legendary still. I'm kind of bothered by it. Nope. Ooh, golden epic. Nah, I mean, could have been better. Okay. A whole pile of nothing. Okay, last one. Last one. Boom. Nope, a whole pile of nothing. So let's do the single ones, because why not? Nothing. I mean, okay, more dust. So, now we have the actual ones that are in standard. Wait, is this one in standard? Yes? Yeah. Yeah, this one is still in standard. Ah, the previous ones are still in standard also, right? I have no clue what's in standard now. Like, it's the Year of the Dragon has just started, and I have no idea what anything is anymore. I mean, I know the mechs are the mechs from the Dr. Boom expansion. I actually don't remember the name either. I know they're still in standard because they're pushing more mechs into the warrior, which I'm interested in. That may be one of the decks that I play, or that at least I try to play. The other will probably be the Burgling Rogue, because they're giving us a ton of cards for Burgling, and I actually have enough dust to create Tess, the legendary that replays all of the cards from other classes. That's gonna be a good deck. Maybe we'll get more mechs. Oh, what? I already had 2 of these, but... And 2 of this. And 2 of this. I don't know this one, but... yeah, there's probably way better stuff in the expansion. Golden better than nothing. Little bit of flexing on the warrior deck. Omega Age, meh. I mean... No legendary yet! Nothing. Literally nothing from other expansions. I mean, no, that's... no, this one is not gonna work with Burgling Thief. I mean, it will work, but I'm not gonna use it. So maybe all of the legendaries are hidden in the packs that I haven't bought yet, but... I mean, I actually prefer to get better cards from the expansion than from these ones. The actual expansion that we're gonna see now. So, let's go with the appetizer. Maybe first deck legendary? Right? Good animation. Nope. Okay. Bronzehead. Oh yeah, Dragon Paladin is coming back. Actually, in the last expansion I said it, that I had a Dragon Paladin deck back in the day, and that I loved it. And they're giving us back Dragon Paladin. I'm not gonna claim that they did it specifically for me, but that's exactly what I'm saying. So yeah. The schemes, of course, upgrade each turn. Not sure how useful are they gonna be. I mean, if you have them for like 5 or 6 turns, they're super powerful. But the problem is exactly that. If you top deck them, they're useless. Proud Defender has 2 attack while you have no other minions. See, this is actually... I at the first thought, I actually thought that it was like... there is another card that costs 3. It's a 2/4 that gets Taunt and Divine Shield if when you play it, you do not have other minions. Now, this is not a battle cry. This is while you do not have other minions, gets +2 attack. That is garbage. That's what it is. That is garbage, because you have to keep your board completely clear for this to have effect. And the opponent can actually play something that gives you a trash minion. And then just, it's a back to 2. Like that, that's it. So no, I don't think this is a good card at all. Death Rattle summon 1/1 minions. That's, of course, for the Murloc type of decks that Shaman likes to play. And Ray of Frost, Twin Spell. This is the mechanic of this expansion, which I actually thought it was lucky, and I'm extremely disappointed with it, but... I mean, it's useful. Basically, when you play this spell, it will give you another copy of it. And you can play it again. Same cost, same effect, same everything. So, yeah, I mean, this is a small spell. There are spells that are like 8 mana. So, of course, having 4 spells that cost 8 mana may be a little bit overkill for some decks. But we'll see how Standard shapes up around it. 5/4 Divine Shield. This is actually being compared to the 5/6 for 5 from a previous expansion, which is, I mean, okay. Actually, Divine Shield is like 2 health, more or less. Taunt. When you draw this, restore 4 health to the hero. Previously, they tried to do AoE damage with this mechanic when you draw. Now it's health, which is vastly more useful. Because, of course, for Warlock, you always need health. And, yeah. I mean, not necessarily a good card. 4/6, the taunt is there, the 4 health is there. So it's okay statted, but I don't see it, you know, played on its own. It has to be played on like a Demon Warlock or something that gets a little bit more out of this card. Stealth. 3/3 with stealth is fine, I guess. Battlecry, if you're holding a spell that's 5 or more, deal 4 damage. Okay, again, like, actually Druid has the twin spell that's 8 mana, the one that I was thinking of. So if you just have one of the copies on your hand, you immediately do 4 damage with this. 5 mana, play a 4/4, do 4 damage. Okay, it's basically play a 4/4, kill a minion. So, okay. And Lucky, of course. Lucky, again, I'm kind of disappointed with the Lucky mechanic. I thought they will add more stuff to it, more synergy, more Luckies to play around. There's only 5 of them. All of them are 1/1s. Their battle cries are powerful for being a 1/1, but still not what I expected. Kind of disappointed with it. More of this. Battlecry, if you have spell damage, draw a card. Again, a lot of cards with spell damage for this expansion. In the previous one, we already had a lot of them, so it's shaping that Mage is gonna go just full spell damage. And it may work because you have a lot of synergy with it. Like, play minions that grow depending on your spell damage. Of course, spells do more damage if you have it. This card draws cards if you have it. Yeah. I mean, we could try it, I just don't like spell damage builds, because, well, if you don't get spell damage, you're fucked. Because you can't do anything. Magic Dart Frog, after you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. This is the Flame Waker, I don't actually know if that's the name, but it's a 2/4, does 2 damage, spread randomly, including the character, the hero, when you play a spell. This only does 1, it costs 2 less, and it has 1 less attack and 1 less health. 3 health is big enough, but still, I mean, if you manage to put the 2 frogs and the 2 flame wakers and just drop a bunch of spells, you can decimate the enemy board. Because this targets specifically minions, which is maybe a little bit more situational than the other one, which just targets everything. But of course, if there is no minions, this is basically useless, because there's nothing for it to target. With the Flame Waker, it can still do 2 damage to face every time. Another one of the... Why am I getting so many henchmen? Portal Keeper. Shuffle 3 portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/2 demon with Rush. When drawn. I mean, it's all classes. A demon for all classes is, I guess, okay. If you're playing a deck that's milling your deck, right? On your turn, you're drawing a lot of cards, and then you just play 3 demons with like 2/2 and Rush. You're doing 6 damage out of it. Basically, a 4 mana 5/2, which is really bad, but you're doing 6 damage spread around 3 targets. Not bad, actually. It's basically like it's attacking 3 minions for 2 damage each 3 times. Right? Attacking 3 times for 2 damage, that's what I meant. Okay, it depends on the deck that you play, really. This is one that I'm really interested in, because it has Wind Fury, it has Rush, and it has Lifesteal. So basically this attacks immediately twice and heals you for 8. That is amazing. And if you buff it, like just having the Rock Biter, right? Just give it 3 attack. It heals you for 14 and does 7 damage twice the turn you play it. Definitely a really good card, and it's not even an epic. I apologize if I'm sniffling a little bit, I'm kind of sick, and like I said before, it's actually 4 AM, which at this season in Spain, it's kind of, you know, the temperatures vary widely, and at night it's really cold, so yeah. Oh, epic. Dragon Speaker, another card for Dragon Paladin. Give all dragons in your hand +3/+3, which is a hand buff card that for 5 mana is not statted well, but +3/+3? What? If you have a bunch of small dragons, they basically become mid-range. Right? Like, just imagine the Dragonfly. It's a 3/2 immune to spells. With this, it becomes a 6/5 immune to spells for 2 mana. Are you kidding me? Like, this is flood your board with mid-range dragons. And if the opponent can't wipe it, you win. And you can do this twice, of course, because you can have 2 copies of it. Spell damage +3, like I said, Mage getting a lot of spell damage this expansion. Your spells cost 1 more. There is the drawback. It's poorly statted for having a drawback this big, but I mean, 3 spell damage. Yeah, I guess. They had to balance it somehow, I guess. If you silence it for the spell cost, you also get rid of the spell damage, so... yeah. I mean, it's okay, I guess. A little bit of a double-edged sword. Sun River Spy. Battlecry, if you control a secret, gain +1/+1. For all classes, which... I mean, doesn't really make much sense, taking into account that not all classes have secrets, but... it's not the only card to affect secrets from the neutral section, so... okay, again. Just a card if you are going to go around putting a lot of spells in your deck. Violet Spell Sword. Yeah, holy shit, it took me a while. Battlecry, gain 1 attack for each spell in your hand. I mean, if you're gonna have a lot of spells, might as well drop this in there, have something big on the board. Let's say that you have 5 spells, like half of your hand is spells. 6/6 for 4. Not bad. Again, more Murlocs. And, well, it kicked me out because I didn't have enough cards. I actually have the quests of today, so we can actually get more packs if we do this. So, yeah, playing 100 cards is not that hard to do, even if we lose every single match. So we're gonna just go for 50, like always. And hopefully we'll get 1 legendary before the end, because so far, 0. And we've opened 40 packs already. Ray of Frost, we'll gone through it. Taunt, Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. This is basically a smaller, cuter-faced obsidian statue. Without the lifesteal. It's okay. I mean, it's a Death Rattle, destroys a random minion, and it has Taunt with 6 health. Not a bad card. Rafam Scheme. Summon 1/1/1 imp. I actually don't know if it increases the number of 1/1 imps, or it increases the number and the stats. Because summon 7/7/7 imps. That is broken as fuck for 3 mana. Like, I mean, yes, they can wipe the board, but if they don't have something that destroys all minions, like something kind of like Deathwing or Cataclysm, this is just broken. There's nothing they can do. It's basically the entire build-up for Jade on one card. You just have it on your hand since the beginning. Turn 7 you play it. And if in turn 8 they don't have something that can destroy the board. Because actually playing it in turn 7 denies Deathwing. Deathwing is 10 mana. So yeah. If they don't have something to deal with it that turn, you win. I mean, yeah, it can work, I guess. Of course, if it works like I think it works, which is, again, it increases the number of imps and the stats of the imps. If it only increases the number, this is garbage. Unless you're playing a lot of 1/1s for some reason. I mean, Sue, I guess. But yeah, other than Sue, this card doesn't really do anything unless the stats change, which, again, I do not know. Ursatron, they're pushing mechs on the Hunter, which they have already done in the past, and it didn't work. I don't know. Draw a mech from your deck. It's kind of like the card that Priest had on the last expansion, which was a 2/1, kind of like Loot Hoarder, but it draws specifically a mech from your deck, just the same text. I don't know, maybe an extra cost for 3 extra stats, actually. Maybe it will work better? I don't see it, really. Like, Mech Hunter... Well, I mean, you can't really trust anything I say because I clearly have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But if I had to guess, this has been tried in the past and it didn't work, so yeah. And this has no text, therefore, a deck filler elemental, which, of course, with a lot of elementals rotating out, they needed to just give us something to, again, go with the elemental decks still building up, so... Actually, I don't know. Was the Fountain for Shaman, the 4/8 with Lifesteal, Rush, and Wind Fury, was it an elemental? I forgot to look that up, sorry. Maybe we'll get another one. Hedge Clan Shadequill. Restore 5 health to the hero. An overstated minion that gives an advantage to the enemy. Has been done in the past, nothing wrong with it, but... I mean, it has a lot of health and it's from the Priest, so it's immediately a good card. Eager Underling. Give to random enemy friendly minions +2/+2. And it's a Death Rattle. Well, I mean, if it was a Battle Cry, it will be okay. Being a Death Rattle... I don't like buffs with Death Rattle, because the only thing that the enemy needs to do is clear your board before killing this one. And yes, they have to spend resources to kill your board, but still... No, I don't see it. No, I don't see it, sorry. Another Ray of Frost, another Delaran Crusader. Mark Shot. Deal 4 damage to a minion, discover a spell. You know, a little bit of 4 damage for 4 mana is not necessarily good, but if you manage to discover a spell that's beneficial to your current situation, that changes completely this card. But of course, Discover gives you 3 random options. If none of them apply to what you really need, I don't know. Because you could literally get a couple of cards that buff minions when you need a removal, and then a secret that has nothing to do with removal. Like, I don't know, maybe the one that reacts to when they play a spell gives you a 4/2. If that's what you get out of this card, then you're fucked. But yeah, I mean, a little bit of flexibility for Hunter. It's always nice to have cards that have 2 different things on them. Probably that's why Druid is my favorite class. Whoa! Legendary! Geppetto Joy Boss. I mean, draw 2 minions from your deck, set their attack, health, and cost to 1. If you're building your deck around big minions, this is amazing. So, a really good card for Big Priest. Other than that, this card is kind of garbage. Because when you play a minion, you don't want it to be a 1-1 for 1. Right? Usually you want the stats to remain there. Unless it has a really powerful battle cry that you can play immediately after. But yeah. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. For a 1-1, this is not bad. This is probably one of the most overpowered battle cries in the game right now. Especially if you're having a full board constantly. Yeah. Just for the 2 health to your hero, it already works out as a 1-1-1. So, yeah. Another Ursatron. Duel. Summon a minion from each player's deck, they fight. So this is a combination from... there was this card that draw 2 cards from your hand. Was like Ancestral Call, I think, for Shaman. And then there was the removal for Priest, something Madness. Hysteria, sorry, Hysteria. Crowd Hysteria or Mass Hysteria, something like that. And all of the minions on the board start killing each other, independently of which side they are on. So, this is a mixture of the two. You summon 2 minions from your deck instead of your hand, and then they smash each other's faces. The strongest stays on the board, and that's it. That's the end of the effect. Okay. Again, if you're playing something big, like for example dragons, this actually can work. Yeah, you just drop, I mean, the big dragons usually have really good battle cries. I'm talking about legendary dragons. So, yeah, I mean, if you pull out Alexstrasza, right? Unless it... I mean, it will be really funny that the enemy actually pulls out a poisonous minion and it destroys one of your bigger ones immediately because of this card. I completely forgot about poisonous. This is not that good then. Dependently on how many poisonous enemies you can fight. Which, if Mech Hunter actually is a thing, they have a poisonous mech. When your opponent casts a spell, give your minions +2 health. Well, I mean, this is not that bad, actually. If you have a full board of 1-1s, like the Paladin used to do when even Paladin was a thing in Standard, I mean, let's say that the enemy does... let's say that a Priest does the Leech spell, like it's a 1 damage to everything, and it has lifesteal. Tries to kill your full board, then this activates, gives them +2 health. Now you have a bunch of 1-2s. So you basically gave 1-1 to everything. And it can actually deny Defile. Because Defile is a spell, it counts with having 1 health minion on the board. If it's in your board and the enemy plays it, then it's out of range. So it just does 1 damage to everything, and that's it. That's the end of the effect. Another twin spell, this time for Druid. Give your minions +1/+1. Because there was another one that did this, and it's rotating out. So it's a little bit more expensive, but you get another copy of it. So I guess one thing for another. I usually don't play buff decks, but it's an okay card if you can get 4 of them. Secret, that we already know that. Magic Carpet. After you play a 1-cost minion, give it 1 attack and rush. This is a carpet that... This is a minion that actually ties in with the lackeys, because all lackeys are 1 cost. But because there's not a lot of them, and there's actually not a lot of cards that give you lackeys, this doesn't really work that well. Underbelly Angler. After you play a Morlock, add a random Morlock to your hand. There was an opposite effect for this Morlock. I think it was a 3/2. If you play it... it was a battle cry, of course. When you play it, if you already have another Murloc, it gives you a random one. Oh no, wait, it was discover another one. So, but of course this triggers multiple times, and it's... is it cheaper? I don't actually know if it's cheaper, but if you can play a bunch of, like for example, the 0-cost 1/1 Morlock, you play this on turn 2, then drop the 2 0-cost, and you just get 2 random Murlocs right there. You don't even need to draw cards, so a good card actually for Murloc Shaman, which apparently is coming back. For some reason they decided that they don't have enough Murlocs. But actually, didn't the quest just rotate it out? Another henchman. Flight Master, summon 2 Griffons for each player. This is a symmetrical effect, which it's okay, I mean it's only a 2/2, but again, you're only getting a 2/2. But it's actually well statted for a 3-cost, so... I mean, it depends on your deck, I guess, if this is useful or not. Another double-edged sword. Centric Scribe, Death Rattle, summon 4 1/1 Vengeful Scrolls. I mean, 6 damage, 4 health is the only thing, but of course because it summons 4 1/1s, which sometimes is better than having a 4/4. It's okay, it's an okay card. Again, it depends on what your deck is. Another duel. Oh, recurring villain. If this minion has 4 or more attack, resummon it. So again, this is for buff. If you're having a buff deck, usually just drop this in there. If you manage to buff it just once, literally just a +1 will do it. And when it dies, it just resummons a 3/6. Unless it gets silenced, which, I mean, who will really waste a silence on a 3 damage minion? Adalaki, finally we get one card that gives us... Oh no, wait, we actually get the... We got the frog previously. So yeah, second card that gives you a lucky. Just a 1/1 for 2. Not good, but it gives you another card. And these cards usually have powerful effects. So maybe you could see it as a 3-cost, summon a 1/1, and then have... Summon 2 1/1s and then have a powerful effect. Just like kind of a spell. Maybe, if you want to look at it that way. Vicious Scraphound. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. Good card for Mech Warrior, like I said before. There's a lot of mechs for the Warrior now. Choose 1, deal 2 damage to a minion, restore 5 health. There is a Healing Druid deck going on with this type of cards. We didn't actually get any of the other ones, but maybe we'll get them. Taunt Battlecry, give +2/+2 for each other friendly minion. Oh, there was one card for Warlock that was a 1/1 for 6, maybe? Or a 1/1 for 3? I don't know, like it was poorly statted, but it got +1/+1 for every other minion. So it could have... if you had 6 other minions and you played it, it would become a 7/7. A 7/7 for 3 wasn't really that bad, but... I mean, yeah, like otherwise, if you don't have anything on the board, it's kind of useless. So this just goes down the same path, just a little bit bigger, but of course it costs way more. Unleash the Beast, Twin Spell for Hunter, summon a 5/5 Wyvern with Rush, which, I mean, if we count Rush as another cost, 5/5 Wyvern with Rush is not that bad. And again, Twin Spell, you get 2 copies of this. You know, you can have 4 of this. It's a good removal. But again, it costs a lot, so... I mean, if you can remove something that still leaves it on the board as a threat or as a potential removal for something else, yeah, I mean, it depends on how efficiently you can trade with it. And then Mutate. Transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. Basically, unstable evolution that does not repeat. Call to Adventure. Draw the lowest cost minion from your deck, give it +2/+2. Another buff. I mean, I don't know how well it will work with the Dragon one. But because you're drawing and it's low cost, maybe, right? Like, okay, just gather your thoughts. 1 second, just gather your thoughts. If you have a low-cost minion that you know it's still in your deck, and then you just, you know, you draw it, you give it stats, and then you play it immediately, as a mid-range play, it can work, but by the end of the game, not really that useful. Safeguard, 0-5 with Taunt. A double minion, it's fine, I guess, for 6. And the Taunt has 0. If the Taunt didn't have 0 damage, this would be way better. But because it's 0, it can't even, you know, ping face or something. It really doesn't do anything. So, no. I was actually going to say it was okay, but it's not. Battlecry discovered a mage minion. I mean, we already have ravens that discover spells, that draw spells, that discover I already said that, sorry. So yeah, just we needed another one that discovered the minion, I guess. Another safeguard, okay. Now I have the pair. Rapid fire, twin spell, deal 1 damage. I mean, not the best twin spell, but if you need removal for something really fast, you deal 1 damage, you get another copy, and then you deal more damage. This is probably just an activator. If I have to be honest, if you have a minion that does something with spells, then this is really good. If you don't, this is not good at all. Magic trick. Discover a spell that costs 3 or less. Sure. Improve morale. Deal 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, add a lucky to your hand. Another lucky generation card. Because it deals 1 damage, probably one of the worst. But still, it gives you a lucky. There's not a lot of synergy with luckies, which is why I said I'm disappointed with it. I actually thought this was the keyword for the expansion and not Twin Spell. Underbelly use, after this minion survives damage, summon a copy of it. So this is the Tavern Patron, right? This is the Patron. But it costs 7, and it's just a 3/5, so... awful Patron, really. Evil Rat, Sweet Spell... oh, Burly Shovel Fist, 9/9 with Rush. I mean, we have seen a big card with Rush, which was... what's the name? It was an 8/8 for Druid that got cheaper each Trent that died during the game. This doesn't get cheaper, but of course it's active for all classes, so maybe a class that's playing big minions can benefit from just having this on the hand. Really big guy to remove something on a specific turn that you really want something gone. It's okay, I guess. With 9 health, it can actually survive a lot of... yeah, a lot of punishment. If they don't have direct removal, it may stay there for a while. I mean, stay there for a while, it's actually not the correct term. They will have to dump all of the resources into it, so it doesn't stay there. That's a better wording. Khadgar, this is one of the better legendaries. Your cards that summon minions summon twice as many. Notice that I actually didn't know this before. It was cards. It's all of the cards, not minions, not spells, all of the cards. That is indeed really good. But of course it's specific for Mage, and like I said before, Mage is getting a lot of spell power, so I don't really know how many minions do you want to put, how much minion generation you want to put on a spell power deck. So they actually appear to be giving a lot of different tools for the classes, maybe because it's the beginning of the year and with a lot of expansions, or, you know, well, yeah, expansions. With a lot of the cards of the expansions coming, rotating out. That's what I wanted to say. With a lot of the expansions rotating out, you are kind of starred with cards in Standard. So they just gave us a little bit of everything, maybe? Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to build a deck around it. I don't really know how many cards I have that will trigger this, though, so... And of course, it's a 2-2, so the turn you play it, you have to get full value, because if you don't, the next turn it's dead. It's not that hard to kill a 2 health minion. And as a mage, you don't really have tools to get it back. I mean, unless you have Pandaren, right? Like the Brewmasters, just like send them back to your hand or something. It's a little bit too convoluted if you're gonna do that, but okay. Unidentified contract. Destroy a minion. Gains a bonus effect on your hand. I have no idea what the bonus effects are. Okay, that was fast. Acorn Bearer. Add 2 squirrels. Well, I mean, it's a 1 cost that gives you 2 1/1s. For Token Druid, I guess. Another card for Token Druid. Life Weaver, another health minion for Druid. Add a random Druid spell to your hand. Let's see, whenever you heal something. Well, it's you specifically. Oh, it's you specifically. Well, is it? Is it the hero, or is just anything? Because it says you, that's the problem. It says you, so it has to be the hero, right? Then it's not that good. If it was just minions, just imagine playing the potion seller, the 1 cost that healed 2 to everything. You play this first, it's a 4 mana play, and then you get like, what, 6 spells? That's insane. But of course, maybe they thought about it, so... 4 mana, draw 6 cards is kind of... Not even draw 6 cards, because your deck is intact. You actually get them on your hand, and that's it. Just random. Lightforge Blessing, Twin Spell, another Twin Spell. Give a friendly minion lifesteal. Wait, you can give 4 different minions lifesteal on a deck that doesn't have it by default? Just imagine big minions like, again, dragons. Another card that may work with the Dragon Paladin. Take a look at it later, yeah. Definitely. What? Plant Master. Evil Genius. Destroy a friendly minion to add 2 random luckies to your hand. Another lucky generation, but this one actually destroys something, which could just be another lucky. Right? And it's a 2-2. Yeah, it's... I mean, this is definitely for Sue. This is just card generation for Sue. Oh, Henge Clan Burgling. Oh, Burgling! Yes, we get a lot of cards for the rogue. So, yeah. This is definitely a deck that I want to play. Just discover more cards and steal cards from the opponent and all of that. I can actually create the legendary for the rogue that replays all cards from another classes. So, yeah. Miscreant, add 2 random luckies. Again, but it's combo, so not that good, really. 3 cost with 1 attack. I mean, it gives you the 2 luckies, but... Wait, isn't there a lucky that swaps health? I mean, if it is, that's actually really good. Because, you know, you just have it there, they ignore it because it only has 1 attack. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. Basically, if you could do that, that would be really good, but I am not certain that there is a Lucky that does it, so I'm just gonna hold on to my judgment on it. Clockwork, Goblin, Battlecry, shuffle a bomb into the opponent's deck. When drawn, it explodes for 5 damage. Actually, there is a legendary. I think it's the Dr. Boom legendary. Or I think maybe it's Archvillain Boom, maybe? I don't know. Basically, it summons 1/1 bombs like the other Dr. Boom, the classic Dr. Boom does, but for each bomb that is on the opponent's deck. So if you have 3 bombs, it literally fills the board with bombs. And then of course when they're drawn, they go away. So if you place the bombs on the opponent's deck and they draw it immediately, then the Dr. Boom is like garbage because it doesn't trigger anything. So I mean, it has potential to be better than the original one, but it also has the potential to not do anything and just be a 7/7 for 7, which is not that great. So I don't really know if I'm gonna play around with the bombs, especially if I don't get the legendary. Okay, Omega Devastator. This is probably the best Omega card that the game has right now. Why? Because it does 10 damage right on the play. You can play it on its own, and it's a 4/5 for 4, so it's well statted, but 10 damage to a minion on a Battlecry if you're at the end game. Really good. Yes, I like it. This is definitely going into the deck. On Sleeping Soul, silence a friendly minion, then summon a copy of it. And the copy is silence, I do know that. So you can probably silence something that can't attack, for example the Guardian, it's a 4/5 for 2. Then silence it and just summon another 4/5 that is also silenced. So you get 2 of them for the price of 1. I mean, for the price of 1, you actually use 2 cards, but I mean, you can get up to 4 copies. And of course that works with other minions that have other things, like not necessarily can't attack, just for example, the Hydra that's an 8/8 for 5, every time it gets damaged, the hero gets 3 damage. Then you silence it for 9 mana total, and you have 2 8/8s for 9 mana. That is really good. And of course you can do it again. Inferno. Give your demons 1/1 attack, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. This actually works really well with the scheme for Warlock. You know, summon 7 1/1s. If they are 1/1s, I actually again don't know if they increase in strength. But yeah, this could actually work just to like do 14 damage if they all survive, which with 1 health, I don't think they will. Because of course the imps don't have rush. Or charge, because like you can't even go to face if they have rush, so. Oh, it is an elemental. It is an elemental, confirmed. Then yes, it works. This is the potion vendor that I was talking about. Like, if the druid card that gives you random spells when you heal stuff... Well, I mean, I think it's heal yourself, right? But if it was for everything, just imagine the combination. Getting, like, on average, you will probably get 4 cards out of it. And it's a 4 mana combo. Traveling Healer, Divine Shield restores 3 health. I mean, Divine Shield is like 2 health, so 3/4 for 4, not really that good, but it has healing, and it can activate the druid stuff, so I guess it's okay. If you're using it on healing druid, if not, it's just card filler, I guess. Deck filler, sorry. Tunnel Blaster, deal 3 damage to all minions. And it has taunt. Oh, it's a 7 health taunt that does 3 damage to everything. There is a dragon with a death rattle if you have a dragon on your hand, deal 3 damage to everything, but it's a 6/6. For 6, I think. I don't know if it's 6 or 7, but I mean, it has a little bit more damage, a little bit less health, and it is a dragon, so it activates other stuff that goes with dragons. This just bypasses the entire synergy and goes all in with the health taunt and the 3 damage to everything. So, against this is basically anti-aggro, the card. Just like, this is the... when you look anti-aggro on the dictionary, this is the picture that it has. Desperate Measures, Twin Spell, cast a random Paladin spell. Secret, sorry. I mean, Paladin's secrets are not really that good, so... a random secret is even worse, I think. Because you don't really know what you're gonna get, and it can actually interfere with what you want the opponent to do. Of course, that is if you're playing mind games, which... if you're playing secrets, you want to be playing mind games, but... mind games, as in, you're playing psychological tricks on the opponent, not the actual card mind games, because that's a priest card, I know that. Don't get angry at me, I know that. Battle Cry, if you're holding a card from another class, gain 1/1 and rush. 3/4 for 2 with rush. For the Burgling, that is amazing. Yes, definitely a must-have. Hedgeclan Hogstead, summon a Murloc. And it has rush, so it's removal, and then it goes with the Shaman Murloc deck, so... okay. And Dimensional Reaper for 10 mana. Summon 2 copies of a minion in your deck. I mean, if you're going big, and I mean all of your deck is literally big minions, this is amazing. If you're having a normal deck, this is garbage. Because if it takes a 2 minion, a 2 cost minion, and then it summons 2 copies of it, you played 4 mana worth of minions and spent 10. So, no thank you. Oh. Violet Warden, taunt, spell damage, like I said, a ton of spell damage is being added. Rush Battlecry, if you restore 5 health this game, summon a copy of this. And a copy also has Rush. So you play 2 4/4s for 5. Right? Yeah, 2 4/4s for 5. And both of them have Rush, so they can attack 2 different targets. Maybe both of them survive. Still threats. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Again, this is one of the cards that you want to have if you're playing Healing Druid. Dogwaggle Scheme. Choose a minion, shuffle 1 copy of it in your deck. Of course, what increases here is the copy. And it doesn't appear to have a limit, so if you just have this card on your hand since the beginning, and you play it on turn 13, it's gonna shuffle 12 or 13 copies. I mean, it increases at the end of the turn, or at the beginning. I think it increases at the end. So it will be 12 copies on turn 13. I mean, because if not, the turn that you played, if you have it at the beginning of the game, and it increases at the beginning of the turn, it will increase immediately. So it will be shuffled 2 copies on turn 1. So it has to be at the end. It has to be at the end. We talked about everything else. Toxfin. Give a friendly Murloc poisonous. Okay, it's fine. 1/2 for 1. It gives poisonous to something else that can attack immediately. Completely okay with this card. Azerite Elemental. At the start of your turn, gain a spell damage +2. This increases. So it's not spell damage +2. It's every single time at the start of your turn. So when you play it, it has nothing, but it has, of course, 7 health, so it's difficult to remove. But the next turn it will have +2, and the next +4, and the next +6. So if you don't get rid of this, you can get blasted with just an 18 damage fireball. If you just leave it there for like, what? For 6, it will be 12, that's 6 turns. I mean, I don't think this is gonna survive 6 turns, but you get the point. You have to deal with this at one point. Or it's gonna just snowball out of control. Shimmerfly, add a random hunter spell to your hand. We already had a spider that gave you a random beast, so now it's a random spell. It's fine. We actually needed something to fill the gap of the 1 cost, so now either you have the butterfly or you have nothing, the Shimmerfly. We've talked about everything here. Plot twist. Shuffle your hand in your deck, draw as many cards. This is really good if you're playing combos. Why? Especially, like, you remember the demons? There was a demon that was a 5/2 and put 3 2/2 demons with Rush on your deck. Just imagine that you have 8 cards and you play Plot Twist. You put all of these cards into your deck, the 7 other cards into your deck, then draw 7 cards, and if, let's say that you draw one of those demons, it just plays immediately, and probably those demons have other text like draw another card. When it's, you know, when you draw it, you draw another card. So, yeah, you still get the 7 cards on your hand, and you have 3 2/2 demons with Rush. So it's really good. But of course you have to be playing stuff like, for example, the demon that was a 4/6 with Taunt heals you for 4 when you draw it. That's actually a way to replay it though. Wait. You draw it normally, heal 4, then put it back into your deck, maybe draw the other one, heal for 4, and then draw that one that you just put in the deck for more health. So you're just constantly drawing them and healing back up. That is really good. I never thought of it. And now I'm actually looking at this, like, can you actually do a deck of just draw effects? Because with Warlock, draw effects are really powerful because you can draw more than other classes. Definitely take a look at this, yeah. Arcane Servant, nah, we already seen that. Gain 1 armor, upgrades each turn. This is probably the worst scheme, because I actually don't see it working outside of just a panic button, right? Which I don't really know why they have bombs on the picture, but this is a panic button basically. You just have it 10, 12, 20 turns, it doesn't really matter. Just have it 20 turns on your hand, and when you're about to die, you play it, and then you get 20 armor. And it's like a middle finger to the opponent, right? But that's it. That's all there is to it. I mean, it has potential, but then again, you have to have it on your hand as a dead card for literally the entire game. By the end, if you can't win without it, you're probably not gonna win with it. Like, the only reason will be fatigue. Like, the opponent is fatiguing way faster than you, but you can't really fatigue the opponent as a warrior. So it doesn't make any sense. This card is no, I don't like it. More spell damage. And this time is an elemental for 6 mana. More spell damage. There's literally nothing to say about it. It doesn't even have attack. I mean, it could also work for the priest, right? Because it's a 2 mana, 6 health minion, right? You don't really need you don't really need attack when you're gonna play the Inner Fire, so. Hunting Party, copy all beasts in your hand. That's all beasts in play. Oh wait, no, it's in your hand. Wait, what? Copy all beasts in your hand, so you have them on your hand, and let's say that you have 3 of them, right? With enough space, you play this card, and you get a copy of each of them. So now you have 6 beasts. You play 2 of them, now you have 4. Draw this card again, and then... draw this card again, and then you play it again, and then you have 8 beasts. Right? Am I looking at it correctly? Is in your hand, and the copies stay in your hand also. I mean, for combos, I guess. If you just want multiples of the same card, because you can copy... Wait, legendaries. You have one legendary that's a beast. You copy it with this card, so you have 2 of them. Then you draw the other one of these, play it, and now you have 4 legendaries. Wait, the quest! Like, you have the legendary, you just have these 2 on the hand, right? And you just wait. You complete the quest, and then you play both of these the next turn, because of course it's 10 mana, and now you have 4 8/8s for 5 that are gonna add 15 raptors to your deck. But not only that, after playing one of the legendaries, you can actually play the spell. It's a 4-cost spell that gives it +3/+3, puts 3 copies that also have the buff into your deck. So you have up to 6 more legendaries, plus the 4 that you got from this card. That is 10 8/8s that are gonna give you 15 raptors each. That's 150 raptors. I want to play that deck. I'm not gonna lie, I already have the one that is to copy them into your deck, so I'm definitely gonna try to play it with this card. This looks amazing. It's just survive for one more turn, really. Unless you can just, I mean, you could just play the legendary to have a bunch of cannon fodder with the beginning raptors. But of course you have to play all of your raptors and then play the hunting party when you don't have any on your hand to duplicate only the legendaries. And at least make sure that you have at least 2 of them. So of course, if you play it, you have to draw 2 of them. With the 15 raptors, it's not gonna be that easy. So no, you have to play the hunting party before you play them. It's gonna be tough, but I want to try it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream, but I want to try it. Mock Morpher. Transform into a 4/4 copy of a different minion in your deck. I was actually going to say this is for Big Priest, but actually it's a Shaman card, so never mind. More of the same. Now we're actually gonna go faster because we already see most of the cards. And of course I get 4 that we haven't seen. Yeah. Daring Escape. Return all friendly minions to your hand. That's actually really good, especially if you're playing a lot of combo. That's basically a banish that only affects yourself. So if the opponent has like powerful effects, like powerful battle cries on play, you don't want to give them back. So you just play this thing and reset all of your combos and play them again. And of course, think about Burgling. All of the cards that steal cards are battle cries. So you can just play this when you have 3 of them on play, attack phase, because you have to attack something, and then just return them to the hand and play them again. The only problem is that it doesn't reduce cost, so maybe it will take a couple of turns to replay them, but I'm completely okay with it. Battle Cry silence adjacent minions. That Probably that goes into Priest, because we already have a card that silences and duplicates. So maybe a little bit more silence on your side. Silence Priest may become a thing. Mass Resurrection, again, that probably is for big priests. Hecklebot. Your opponent summons a minion from their deck. Actually, I heard a rumor about this card. Is it... I actually don't know if it's true or not, but I think this card has the most lines recorded for any card in the game. I don't know if it's true, though. Maybe we'll play it just to see if it's true. Divine Shield? Nah. I've already seen that. Vendetta. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Costs 0 if you're holding a card from another class. Which Burgling Rogue is gonna have anyway. So this is a 4 damage backstab. And actually backstab is limited to undamaged minions. There is no undamage in the text. So you can do 4 damage to anything. You can do backstab for 2 damage, and then 4 more damage with Vendetta. And then the minion... You can do 6 damage to a minion for 0 mana. I mean, you're using 2 cards, but if you really need to remove something, using 2 cards is not that bad. Especially if it's like a key piece of the enemy deck. Yeah, all of the others we've seen. Yeah, like this was the one that I was talking before with Plot Twist. You can send it back to your deck and then draw it again and heal for more. I didn't thought of this when I was looking at the card reveals. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. Darkest Tower, destroy all friendly minions. For each one, summon a random minion from your deck. Oh. Oh, wait! You play the scheme for 3 and summon 7 imps on an empty board, right? And then you play Darkest Tower and literally just summon your entire deck at once. For not a big warlock, but actually kind of, yes. Like if you have a really big, a lot of big minions on the deck, Darkest Tower is just play everything at once and that's it. If the enemy can't deal with it, you win. It's basically like I was saying with the 7/7 imps, that I don't know if that's true, and probably it's not true. But if you play 7 7/7s, that's it. Game over. If the opponent can't wipe the board, you win. This is basically that, but you're using 2 cards instead of 1. So, same strategy. Play everything, a bunch of big minions. If the opponent can deal with them, you win. Lasul Scheme. Reduce the attack of an enemy minion by 1 until your next turn. Upgrades his turn. Oh, that's the scheme, yeah. So, okay. I mean, you could take advantage of this to like steal minions and things like that. Or just to kill something that has a lot of attack. Or maybe poison, because 0 damage minions don't do poisonous. Don't apply poison to anything, because they don't do damage. So if something is poisonous, you just play this on it, and then attack it with whatever, and it's gonna survive, because the poisonous didn't do any damage. Mysterious Blade. Battlecry, if you control a secret, gain +1 attack. On the blade, I'm assuming. So yeah. I mean, a 3/2 for 2. It's basically a War Axe, right? But it requires a secret for it to be a 3/2. A War Axe for Paladin. Yeah. We already seen all of this. We've seen all of these too. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna go faster progressively because we're seeing all of the cards already. Oh, sweeping strikes. Give a minion, also damages minions next to whoever this attacks. Oh, so it's a spell that gives that. Oh, okay. I'm actually thinking about it. And if you have big minions, removing 3 minions at once is fine. I mean, it's not something that you can build a deck around, but it's good removal if you already have a big minion in play that the opponent couldn't deal with. Instead of doing a damage to face, you kill 3 minions with it. Especially if you can actually target something that has low health, so it will stay on the board and they will still need to deal with it. Oh, Henge Clan Hag, summon 2 1/1 amalgams with all minion types. They're 1/1s. I mean, it's okay, I guess, because you're getting like 5/5 worth of stats for 4. And again, sometimes having 3 bodies instead of 1 is useful. Not really my type of minion, really. We'll see all of this. This was the portal that I was talking about with Plot Twist. You shuffle the portals, and then you redraw your entire hand. And then you just summon all of the demons. I mean, if you draw them all, of course. I'm assuming, again, that these demons are gonna have some sort of text that tells you to draw another card. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of repeats already. We actually only got 2 legendaries out of 19 packs. I don't know how to feel about that. I was actually expecting this because every time I say something, then the game does the opposite. So thank you for actually listening to me, game. Swamp Queen Hagatha, add a 5/5 horror on your hand, teach it 2 shaman spells. That's actually really good, because the shaman spells are random, but one of them is targeted and one of them is not targeted. But not only that, because this is shaman, the horror is gonna play the spells as battle cries. So Shadowwalk absorbs the spells. So if you want to teach Shadowwalk something that is not targeted on both spells, that is amazing. Yeah, definitely. And of course you get another horror with 2 random shaman spells. And if you play it and manage to play Shadowwalk again somehow, it's gonna play both. It's gonna play the first horror that you chose the spells, and then the 2 random ones that Shadowwalk gave you. Soldier of Fortune. It's an elemental made of gold, which already makes it valuable. Whenever this minion attacks, give your opponent a coin. Not that good. I mean, it's a 6/5 for 4. But you're giving your enemy coins every single time you attack, not only just once. So, nah. Portal Overfiend, which is the big version of the other demon. 3 portals, 2 demons. Literally the same text. So the previous is a 5/2 for 4. This is a 5/6 for 5. Definitely the better version, but again, you need to be playing some sort of draw a lot of cards type of deck to this text to make any sense. So yeah. Forbidden Words. Spend all of your mana, destroy a minion with that much attack or less. So you can go up to 10 attack. I mean, that's gonna kill pretty much anything in the game, aside from maybe the 2 Death Wings. I'm trying to think about something that's gonna have more attack, but I mean, Darkness, the Darkness is gonna have more attack. But you can actually pair it with the Scheme. Just imagine you have the Scheme for 10 turns, so it reduces the attack 10 on 10, right? You play it on the Darkness, which has 20 attack, it goes down to 10, then you use this because the Scheme... Wait, did the Scheme have a cost? Well, let's assume that the Scheme is 0. If you play it on the Darkness, it goes down to 10, then you use all of your mana to kill it. You use 2 cards and all of your mana, but you get rid of the Darkness. Or you maybe just use the 3 mana, kill something that has 5 or more attack, and then you deal with it. Or maybe you use Mind Control and steal it, which is way better. For 10 mana and you only use a card. So, yeah, I don't know. Not the best card in the game, really. Sludge Thrower. This is the lucky. We've already seen all of this. Yes. Okay. Now, probably we already have all of the commons by now. And most of the uncommons too. Forest Day, this is the twin spell that I was talking about for Druid. Summon 5 2/2 trends, and then it gives you another one. So you can play 5 2/2 trends 4 times, which is 20. Why do you want 20 trends? I mean, if one of them, but like one time they can't deal with that board, not only you do 10 damage, but you can play an effect that's gonna... For example, there was a card in the last expansion... Was it the last one or the previous one? I actually don't remember, but there was a card that changed all of your trends into 5/5 Ancients. So 5 2/2 trends is okay. 5 5/5 Ancients is actually really good. So if you can make them survive 1 turn, and you have 4 tries, if they can survive 1 turn, that's a game changer. And the last one. Mana Cyclone. Still one that we didn't have. Battlecry for each spell you've cast this turn. Add a random mage spell to your hand. Ooh. So it's cast this turn. So you have to play this at the end of the turn. Interesting. And again, this ties in with spell damage. Right, so like you're probably trying to high roll into fireballs or frost balls or like, I don't know, ice lances maybe. Something that already does a decent amount of damage for the mana that it costs, and then you just play all of your spell power and completely blast your opponent into nothingness. I just don't like to play that type of deck. It's just me. I know it's powerful. I know it's gonna work really well because it has already done so in the past. I don't like it. So, that is the end. And now we're gonna check out what we got. I didn't really want to. That doesn't matter. So, Acorn Bearer, Crystal Power, which again, we've already talked about all of this. So we actually have some of the cards that deal with this, but I think there was more. I think there was a legendary at least. Yep. Oh, no. Just choose one. Add copies of both choices. Oh, so this actually was like another one that we had, which was a 3/4 if I remember correctly, which gave you both options instead of that one. Now this just allows you to play whatever you choose again with another card, and then it gives you another card for the other option. So it's just card generation instead of double effects. Dryads with lifesteal, we didn't get at that. Discover a druid minion. If your hand has no minions, keep all 3. And legendary. Go dormant, restore 5 health to awaken this minion. Oh yes! This was the legendary. So yeah, we don't have that. Well, I mean, we can keep the crafting, I guess. The rapid fire, the shimmerfly, 9 lives. Discover a friendly death rattle minion that died this game. Also trigger its death rattle. I mean, okay, so but it triggers the death rattle when you discover it. So you have it on your hand, you don't play it. Okay. So basically, if you discover a Savannah Highmane, it summons two hyenas, and then it gives you the Savannah Highmane on your hand. Kane Fletcher, when you play a 1-cost minion, draw a spell. You could say that this is synergy with Lucky's. I just think about this. Just minions that are from the Hunter that are already useful without the Lucky thing. Hunting Party, we have both of them, really good. Again, a mech for the Hunter. They're trying to push it a little bit, so... There is a Windrunner. Equip Thoridal, the Star's Fury. I think that just gives you spell power after you attack. I think. There's no way to actually see it, but yeah. We got pretty much everything for the mage. Conjurer's Calling, Twin Spell, destroy a minion, summon 2 minions at the same cost to replace it. Oh, this is so good with Khadgar. Yeah, because you're killing a minion. You can actually play Khadgar, then use both copies of Conjurer's Calling, and you destroy 2 minions that are probably big, and then you oh no, wait. If you have to summon 4, you can't play the 2 copies. Oh, because that's gonna get summon 4 plus Khadgar, that's 5. Yeah. I mean, that's really good though. Just imagine killing a giant with this thing. And what else? Power of Creation, discover a 6-cost minion, summon 2 copies of it. That is specifically what Khadgar was made for. Summon 4 6-cost minions that of your choosing because you're discovering it. So you can choose just the biggest ones because of course battle cries have no effect unless you have a really good battle cry there. Yeah. And Caligos, your first spell costs 0 and then discover a spell. Sure. I mean, it's good, but it also costs 10, so... It kind of depends on what you're going with. Of course, the first spell costs 0. But that means that... Oh wait, no, but it's when you play it. It doesn't have to survive a turn. So you can play Caligos and then play Pyroblast for free. And then discover a spell. Which could perfectly be Pyroblast. And of course 12 health is difficult to remove. And 4 attack is like the sweet spot for Priest, so... Which is the king of remove. But I mean on 10 probably already has the mind control. Also, do not play the coin to get this out early, because that doesn't work like that. The coin will be the first spell and you won't get this effect. Mysterious Blade. Oh, I got the golden one. I was going to say, like, I think I got one of these. No, it's the golden one. Commander Risa, your secrets trigger twice. That depends on, you know. Yes, Secret Paladin was a thing back in the day, but yeah. Nosari, restore both heroes to full health. This is basically the druid spell Tree of Life with a 412 body. If I'm gonna do the Dragon Paladin, probably I'm gonna just craft it. And that's it. But it's gonna be for wild. So I don't really know if I want too many big dragons, because I already have a lot of them. So I don't know. I actually don't know. Evil Conscriptor. Add a Lucky to your hand. I mean, Lucky, I guess. We actually missed a bunch. Battlecry, transform into a 2/2 copy of a friendly Death Rattle minion. You can get a copy of this one and get 2 luckies. That's value, right? Madame Lazul, discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. Some espionage in there. We already had the Chameleon, that I don't know what happened to it, but some people were playing it. Katrina Muerte, at the end of your turn, summon a friendly minion that died this game. So it's like, not Cthulhu, but it's not like Cthulhu, that's not what I want to say. It's Kel'Thuzad, that's it. 1 second. Like I said, it's 6 AM, you can actually see this right here. Wait, I've been doing this for more than an hour now. An hour and a half already, holy shit. I haven't even played a match. I actually just really like to go through the cards. That's just me, I guess. So maybe if it's... Yeah, but it's necessary. It's necessary because all of these cards are new. We already know all of this. Wiggle Pick, return a random friendly minion to your hand, which is on play. So you can play 1 minion on an empty board, then Wiggle Pick something, which of course it's 4 damage, so it's not that bad, and then get it back into your hand. You can play Cthulhu. Wait, I was just talking about Cthulhu. So you play Cthulhu, then you Wiggle Pick something and you get Cthulhu back, and you play it next turn. That is so broken. Heist Baron. That literally is the single card that has synergy with Luckies. If you control a Lucky, choose a Fantastic Treasure, which is the thing that you got from the chest. There was a Legendary that was a 6/6. Wait, let me actually show it to you because I don't remember the name. All cards. Go back. Where are you? It has to be 8 cost. There it is, Marin the Fox. The chest that comes from this guy gives you one of these treasures, which is the Magic Wand, which fills your hand with 0 cost copies of 1 card of your deck. Then you have a card that summons 2 copies of a random Legendary that you can discover. There's other treasures, I just don't remember them. I actually don't play that card. This card, I mean. No, that's... No. There we go. And crafting. Yes. This is what I wanted. So I still don't know what the bonuses for the contract is. Sorry. Tag Noswhisker. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, add a copy to your hand. Ooh. Well, I mean, you already have a card that does it, which is the Elec. And it's way cheaper, so the effect is actually more useful because you can play the cards that shuffle stuff into your deck. And because it's not a Legendary, you can get 2 of them. So probably this one is play it, and then maybe shuffle 1 thing into your deck. And... Wait! Can't you... Sorry, I have to check. Standard. Where are you? I know that you exist. Is it not standard anymore? Where is it? It's a 2 cost or a 3 cost? This one. Shuffle 3 copies into your deck. You can play this one right after it. And it's gonna give you not only 3 copies to your deck, but also 3 copies to your hand. And you can put it with Gang Up, which is a spell that has the same effect. So you can end up playing 12 on the deck and 12 of your hand, plus the original one. That's 13 Tag Noswhiskers. 13/6. I mean, it costs 7, so it's not a good card to play for the stats. It's just basically if you just want to... I mean, at the very end of the game, where you have literally nothing else to play, maybe you just draw a Tag Noswhisker every single time and just play it every single time. and that's about it. That's your idea of not fatiguing, playing a 6/6 every turn. I think there's just like more useful uses of this thing, but I can't really think of one. Because it's too expensive. That's the problem with it. Witch Brew, restore 4 health, repeatable this turn. Oh, so you can heal up to 20? Right? But 5, that's 5 times, right? Yeah. Unless you can make it cheaper. This is basically Echo. That's actually, some developer was talking about it. You cannot put a keyword from a previous expansion in a new expansion. So this is basically Echo, but it doesn't say Echo. So if you can make it cheaper somehow, that will only work for the first copy though. So it's still just 5 times. I mean, healing 20 on one turn is not bad. There was actually a card that for the Paladin. Wait. Where is the Paladin? There. All cards. This one, Forbidden Healing. I actually don't have it, which is really funny. Spend all of your mana, restore twice that much health. So if you spend 10 mana, you heal 20. And that consumes all of your mana. So this is basically the same card. Because when you use it, you want to use as much... You want to use it as many times as possible. Scargill, your Murlocs cost 1. This is really good if you're using the quest, but the quest has rotated out because of course I have it, and it's not here. So yeah. I mean, you could just use it on Wild, I guess, but I don't have it, so it doesn't really matter. Mockmorpher, Agatha. Maybe I will add this just to have it on the Shadowwalk deck. I actually don't play Shadowwalk anymore, but I mean, because we have it, like that's the problem. I have the legendary, I want to use it. Evil Genius, Plot Twist, Archvillain Rafam is the one that we didn't get. Replace your hand and deck with legendary minions, which of course works really good with Sue, because by the time you can play this card, you want to get rid of all of your 1-cost minions because they're not really that useful. So you just replace your hand with really big minions with really big effects and hope for the best. Fell Lord Betrug. Whenever you draw a minion, summon a copy with Rush that dies at the end of the turn. Whoa! Whoa! So you play Betrug and then you play Plot Twist. And every minion that you draw is gonna summon a copy of it. So let's say that you draw Rafam. It's a 7/8 with Rush. Of course it dies at the end of the turn, but still. This one, also the same thing. Of course, it only heals you once because you're drawing it once. But then you summon a 4/6 with Taunt and Rush. And Jumbo Imp. Cost 1 less whenever a friendly demon dies while this is in your hand. So I mean, probably just synergy with the scheme. Play all of the imps, kill them off, then this costs 3. That's it. Like, that's literally the only thing I can think of. Swiping Strikes, I have a golden one. Clockwork. Range Caliber. After your hero attacks, shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. Oh, this is another bomb. So, oh, the Blastmaster Boom. It's not Archvillain Boom, sorry. Summon 2 1/1 boom bots for each bomb in your opponent's deck. So if you have 3, it summons 6. That's what I was talking about. So the 2 1/1 boom bots are the same ones from the original Dr. Boom, which I don't actually think I have. Sorry, no, this is not what I wanted to do. Well, there is it. I don't have it, but it's the same boom bots. So it's literally the same card with like the same stats, the same cost, everything. It just has the potential to do more, but also the potential to do less. So, I mean, okay. It's not that amazing of a card, really. Dimensional Reaper, I already talked about it. Then the Boom River. Summon a copy of a minion. Wait, summon a copy of a minion in your deck and give it Rush. Oh, but it's a copy. Okay, that's what I was having problems with. So you don't really summon a minion from your deck. You summon a copy of a minion from your deck. So again, if you're having a big, like, just like this thing, if you're having a big deck, this is really good because it actually stays, unlike with this legendary, the copies summoned by this one stay at the end of the turn. But if you just get like a 2 cost that does maybe 2 damage, no. It's 10 mana for a 7/9 is not that good. It's a mech though, if that's, you know, your sort of thing. Or maybe you wait at the very end and then shuffle a mech like a... Wait, can I just put all cards? No, this is not what I wanted, sorry. Where is the bulldozer? It's a neutral card, right? Where are you? Oh, bulldozer, yeah. You summon one of these back into your deck. But it costs 10. That's actually the problem. Because it costs 10, you can't do the same thing. I mean, you probably could summon... Like, you could send both, right? With the bankers. Hey, there it is. You play 2 bankers on a really big minion that's already in play when you don't have any more cards. At the next turn, you're gonna draw one of them, and then you play the legendary and summon a copy of the other one. Wait, what is it? Oh, you play the legendary and summon a copy of the other one, and then the next turn you draw the other one. That's way too convoluted. I can say, no, that's not gonna work. Sorry, that's just not gonna work. And then, well, all of this that, you know, it's useful in their own decks. Arcane Watcher can't attack unless you have spell damage. Wait, 5/6 for 3. Wow. And this can actually be another card for the Silencing Priest, right? Because you have, where is it? Oi? Ah no, this is Mage, sorry. Where is it? There. Silence and Silence. No, this is not Silence. What is the other one? Oi? Wasn't there another card that was Silence? Oh, this one. Yeah. So it's okay. It's just okay, I guess. Faceless Rager, copy a friendly minion's health. And its copy is not swap. So it's actually way better. Because let's say that you play this thing. Then this is a 5/6. And this is a 5/6. And this can attack without being silenced. So 2 5/6 for 6 mana? That is really good. Yeah. Spellward Jeweler. Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers until the next turn. Which is basically the same. Not basically, but because it was all damage. But the Paladin had one in the previous expansion. Timeout. Which was immune. It wasn't immune to spells or hero powers. It was immune to everything. But I guess because it's for all classes, it's just better to not give something overpowered. Because it also comes with a body. And it costs the same thing. This is the card that we all got at the beginning. At the end of your turn, cast a spell, you've casted this turn. Probably ties in with Mage, I guess. I don't actually know if this spell also gets buffs from hero power. Not hero power, spell power. Probably does get the same buffs. We already seen all of this. Barista Lynchen. Add a copy of each of your other Battlecry minions to your hand. But these are minions in play, not from your hand. So if you've played a couple of them and they're still on the board, you play this thing and you get a copy of them in your hand so you can play them again. Like for example this one. Yeah, do 4 more damage for 5 and get another for 4. Mad Summoner. Fill each player's board with 1/1 imps. Damn it. You and your imps. Why are we getting so many imps? It doesn't make any sense. There's no buffs for anything. Aside from this thing. But this doesn't summon... Oh wait, no, it's demons. Oh, never mind then. On Sin Saboteur, your opponent casts a random spell from their hand, which consumes it. That is actually something I really like. Because if they're like waiting for a combo and you get rid of the spell, like for example, let's say that they're waiting to... Oh wait, that will be so broken. Think about the quest mage, right? If you play the extra turn, the next turn counts as the extra one, right? So they're not getting an extra turn. You basically removed that card from their hand. Chef Nomi, that is a really good card because it summons 6/6/6 Greasefire Elementals if your deck is empty. The problem is that part, that your deck has to be empty. So this is like a last bang on your deck. If you know that it's really likely you're gonna run out of cards at one point, just put this on your deck to be played at that point. Like at the very end of the game, just play it. And maybe you can, if you're doing it with Rogue, you can even Shadow Step it. Of course, that doesn't work with Burglar, which is what I want to play, so I'm not gonna craft it. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 3-cost beast. I mean, it's beast. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Hunter because it's neutral. But because it's a beast, probably the ones that will benefit the most are Druid and Hunter. Problem is it's a 7-cost, so it has to survive. It has 8 health, so it can survive. I don't know, like I have a problem with expensive cards that are not well statted. Archivist Elysiana. Discover 5 cards, replace your deck with 2 copies of each. Oh. And it's all discovered. You can actually play these 2 at the end of the game. Right? You play Chef Nomi. The deck is still empty, then you fatigue 1, and then you play Archivist Elysiana, and you fill your deck with 10 other cards. That can literally be whatever, because you're discovering them. And they're neutral. So maybe it's all neutral cards. There are no spells or anything, it doesn't depend on your class. Butterhead. Rush. After this minion attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. See, again, this is actually the... Oh no, wait, no, sorry. There was this this keyword. If I can find a character that has it. Where is it? Overkill, there it is. Overkill. It has an effect whenever you kill a minion. So I thought it's when you attack again. But Overkill is when you kill a minion with more damage than whatever health he had remaining. So no, it doesn't work like that. Whirlwind Tempest. Oh, this is really good. This is amazing. Your minions with Wind Fury have Mega Wind Fury, which that means that they can attack 4 times. Remember that we have this card. So you can attack 4 times with this, that is 12 health by default. Of course, you can't play them both at the same time, but if this is already in play, give it a Rock Biter and just go face. That's it, you win. You do 4 times 7 damage, that is 28. If you just hit him twice for 1, which is kind of easy, then you win. What? Yes, and Big Bad Archmage. At the end of your turn, summon a random 6-cost minion, which probably ties with Khadgar, but because it's at the end of your turn and it costs 10 mana, you can't play them at the same time. Yeah. I mean, if Khadgar survives, maybe this is a good follow-up, because it's gonna summon 2 6-cost minions, and this is basically the same stats as a random average 6-cost minion. So it's like summoning 3 for 10 mana. I mean, it's not great, but it could work. Definitely, if you're just gonna summon it on its own, not great. Unless the enemy can't deal with it, then of course it just keeps going. This is basically taunt. The 6/6 taunt for 10. Not a good card. Sorry, but that's just my opinion on it. So those are all of the cards. I actually got some dust. Because, wait. Can't I see the dust that I have right now? Where is it? Well, it doesn't matter. I actually got extra dust because all of the even cards have rotated out, and I had most of them, including the legendaries. So, yeah. I got like 3,000 dust or something like that, so I disenchant all of this. And now I have 11,000 dust. So what am I gonna do with all of this dust? Well, first I'm gonna remove all of the decks that I'm not gonna use. So for example, Cthulhu is gone. I haven't used it in like 2 years. There is another Cthulhu around here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Corrupted Druid. Well, I mean, I'm not showing them, but you can see them if you want. They're not really that great. Just basically what I was using like 2 years ago. No, probably more. It's like 3 years right now, right? Because we're on the dragon, then there was the mammoth, and then the... No, first was the mammoth, then the crow, and now the dragon, right? So that's 3 years. Shield wall. I mean, this is the quest warrior that I don't want to remove, but probably there's a way better way of doing it. As per right now. I'm not playing with it though. So, yeah, I'm just gonna remove it. I'll show it to you, but... Yeah, this was basically the deck. Alexstrasza was there because there was literally no other way of winning. So, yeah, like you just don't do any damage and focus on controlling the board with, for example, this. So it's... You play the Violet Illusionist, and then you play Fool's Bane, and just spread 12 damage across the board. Deal with all of the minions while getting no damage yourself. You can do it again, because of course, 2 copies of it. And at one point, when you have 15 damage on the board, play Alexstrasza and do the 15 damage and kill the opponent. That's it. That was the entire way of doing this, and it wasn't really that good. Sudden Genesis didn't really help much. Most of the cards were low cost because they had Taunt to activate the quest. Yeah. It didn't really work that well. So, this is gonna go away. And what else? Kingsbane doesn't work anymore because they decided to nerf one card, which is give lifesteal this turn. And I didn't know that, and I lost so many fucking times without knowing what was happening. So, yeah. Definitely this goes away immediately. Shadowwalk is gonna stay there. I don't really know if I'm gonna do something with it or not. This is my previous Burgling, which I'm gonna leave there as a template. Because of course you're getting like other cards and cards from the opponents and making the cards cheaper. So all of this is on Wild now. So I could make the Burglar on Wild, but I do want to have one deck on Standard because right now I don't have any. So I don't really know. There's not much to do now. Let's start with the... Oh, but the Paladin, the problem is that the Dragon Paladin has dragons that I want on the deck. And those dragons are exclusive for Wild. Then let's start with the Mecha Warrior. Because I have the Odd Mecha Warrior, but this is Wild because odd cards have gone into the Wild section of the game. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll swap some of these things around. Actually, most of the things that are here are really useful. But I don't know. Let's try to make it into a standard deck. See what happens. So, we of course are gonna add this one. It's really good. The bomb, I'm gonna leave it outside for the moment. 2 vicious. Swiping strikes for the moment also I'm gonna stand away from it. I'm gonna put mech. I mean, I said I wanted to play Hecklebot, but your opponent summons a minion from their deck is really bad. A 3/8 with taunt is not compensation enough, really. Especially if they have big minions. So no, like, I'm not gonna play it, sorry. Like, it's... Probably there's already people that have put all of the different cries on YouTube, probably. So yeah, I'm not gonna build it around that. I'm too much of a pussy, sorry. I don't want to standard, yes. So this Clockwork Goblin, no. We have this, of course. And now, wait. Oh, because this is not mech specific. Huh. Oh wow, we got rid of... Oh, we lost a lot of stuff. Wait. What about... reduce the cost will be okay. Of course, taunt. We need taunt. This is useful. Mechanical, Dragon Link, Hecklebot, Pilot the River, no. Rush, no. This is okay as a buff. Celiax, of course. Another taunt. This is fine because both the 2/2 and the 7/7 have Rush if you play the hero. This has Rush by default, so that's why I don't really want it. Because, oh, yes. I mean, this is a mech, but we can't use the text, so I'm not gonna use it. I mean, I could play the taunt, but I don't want to. So what else can we put in the deck? Probably draw, since we don't have any. And that's it. It's not a good deck. I actually like better the other one. Because it has stuff like... what is it? Like the Super Collider, which is really useful. Like, you just bang a poisonous minion into a big one, and they kill each other, and you get like 2 damage, and that's it. So, destroy 2 dangerous minions for 2 damage? That's really... You don't even use a card or mana. That's really good. I really want to have at least one. What can I cut out? Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. Eternium Rover. I mean... The problem is that this gives you armor regardless, while this actually needs to be attacked face first. Right? Because even if they remove this with a spell that does damage, it still gives you 2 armor. This will not. But I mean, who's gonna use a spell on a 2/2? I really want the Super Collider. Okay, I'm gonna cut 1. Right? Just so maybe we get it on the first... And then we get a Super Collider. Okay, that's my deck. Let's name it... what? Let's make it not odd. Make war. What? What happened? Not odd make war. That's it. First game in... Oh no, I played some. Probably that was before we swapped the... Yeah. Let's see what we encounter, because I haven't seen anyone playing anything on the standard version, because I haven't played since the expansion came out. Oh wait, I forgot the...
Garrosh versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin.
I forgot the layer. Okay, we'll do this blind. I don't actually use it, so that's fine for me, but you're not gonna see anything. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna quit. Sorry, I absolutely forgot about it because I don't use it. So, I'm gonna give you some... I think it's this button, right? Maybe? Yes. Okay. Just stay there for a moment while I figure out how to... Oh, wait. No, you have to... No, this one. Okay. Is it opening? Hello? Oh, there it is. So yeah, I actually don't like it when, you know... Oh. Wait, is it open already? Last up. Wait, what happened? Do I have to log in somewhere? I actually don't know what I'm doing. Well, I mean, this is my... Oh, what are you... No. Okay, let's try it. Maybe we'll get what needs to be done. Let's get back to the game. Yes. Maybe it's gonna work. Oh, it works. Yes. Can you see it? I actually... Wait, let's wait for a second until you can see it. Perfect.
I must protect the wild. Victory or death!
This is not useful at the very beginning. This is even less... Oh, wait. Vicious Crabhound. Okay. Okay. We don't automatically lose. Oh, this is Korean, right? Maybe?
This be our neck of the woods.
Oh. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, give me 2 armor. Go ahead, kill it. Don't kill it with a spell. No. No. No, go away. Don't you do it. Oh, it's summoned 2 ends. Oh, is it? Well, I have to keep the board clear, so I have to play this thing. At least until I can play the Dynomatic.
Neck of the woods.
Yeah. He's trying to make me kill a 1 damage, which it's fine by me. But this is already 4. And... okay, let's play a Scraphound. I need the board as clear as possible if I have to play the Dynomatic.
Free your mind from its bars.
Okay. Ah, you've... The problem is that if he kills this thing, then can play 1/1s and buff them again. I'm gonna need to play this anyway. Probably I should have put some rush in the deck, huh? Three to Panther and then buff. Can we assume that he does not have another buff? I'm literally just making time until I can do something, but I think I already lost the game. Marcos de Loa. Well, yes, if you already have this thing on, it's better to just give you that. There's literally nothing I can do because I do not have AoE. Okay, sure. Do you have a buff? That is the big question. Wait. Oh, I thought I was stacking the minion. Yes, I actually need to play this. And independently of how he kills the 2/1, I'm gonna get another 2/3. I don't think he has removal, so I'm just gonna give it a ton of health.
Access denied.
Oh wait, what? He doesn't keep the 3 if... He just got 1, right?
My will is not.
Oh, if your hand has no minions. Wait, all of those are spells? Thank you. Okay. Maybe we get lucky. Yes. And I really need a card, so please. Celiacs. Well, I mean, it's fine. This is gonna give us rush.
What shall we hunt? What shall we hunt?
Sure.
My remedies are all natural.
Yeah, but why is... Why is he playing that? Like, maybe he's just going all in. Lifesteal.
What now?
I mean, the problem is that with a lot of 1 damage, this is garbage. And this can't really do its full potential. So I'm assuming this is the better option.
What now?
Yeah, I have to get rid of this thing.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Savage Roar. Fine. I'm still gonna kill 2 minions with it. And it's gonna heal me for 5. Oh no, for 6. Fine. Oh yes, and he's gonna get spells. So of course he can damage himself for attacking. I completely forgot about that. And more minions. There is literally nothing I can do now. I mean, I can play this and wait a turn, but it's not gonna help me. Yeah, it's not gonna help me. Token Druid, dude. Well, I mean, we already knew that Token Druid was going to be a thing. I didn't expect it to be mixed up with the healing. I'm coughing too much.
Garrosh versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Victory or death!
After this game, we'll probably jump to another one because I really want to play. I want to play the Burgling one and the Dragon Paladin. This is gone. I don't think we need this now, although it would have been useful last game. Kaboom! No. This is probably gonna be Burgling, right? So let's take a look at what people are doing with it. Or not. Maybe it's not Burgling. Sure. Do I play the taunt on its own? I guess I have to, right?
Access denied. Trust the pirate's code.
Ah, you asshole. So it's just a pirate deck, right?
Grawl rules!
Well, what is he doing? Backstab? Backstab! Every single time I have duplicates on my hand, I lose. And every single time an enemy has duplicates on his hand, he wins. And that was also an unlucky thing, because I literally killed the lowest one.
come here.
What the fuck? What this guy's... Oh wait, it's a pirate. It's a pirate deck. I can't do anything now.
I choose death.
Well, yeah, like, the standard mech warrior was total garbage. We knew that. There's no surprise there. So let's go and play more wild, because that's literally the only thing I know how to do, apparently. Well, not that I know of, just I have more cards. So, Burgling. Random card. This is probably gonna be useful. This bounce is gonna be useful. This is always useful. Minion rush. Choose a minion, shuffle copies. Okay, sure. This is also useful. Sap and Shiv are also useful. Steel weapons. For the moment, I'm gonna put them there. Luckies, I'm gonna leave them out of this. AoE. Spionage is always useful. Add to random the rattle cards. If they're random, they can be from another class. So maybe. For now, no. Discover another class spell. I'm gonna add them anyway. Vendetta. Oh! Battle cries and combos. Just get more. More of everything. Shuffle 6 copies instead of 3. Things like that. Maybe. It's a maybe. Add a coin? No. It's not useful. Unidentified contract. I mean, we could take a look at it. What, really? That's it? Wow. So Burgling Pirate is literally a no-go. Rape? No, that's not it. Discover Death Rattle minion, also gain its Death Rattle. Eat a minion from your deck, and when it dies, basically just give it to you. They're not bad cards for this deck. I don't want to craft 3 legendaries. What? Gurubashi Hypemon. Discover a 1/1 copy of Battlecry minion, cost 1. Okay. Captain Hooktusk, summon 3 pirates from your deck, give them rush. Nah. Replay every card from another class you've played this game. Well, I mean, if we're gonna create a Burgling, we have to have this.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Yeah, no, I don't want crafting. I just want to add it. There we go. Vanish. Oh, we already have 30. Oh, we don't have any removal then. Well, let's hope we don't need removal. Yikes. Where is it? There. Burgling Rogue. I hope that's how you write it. I don't know. Maybe this will actually be better on Wild. I actually said I was gonna do it on Wild. I don't know why I didn't. So we'll do this one on Standard, and then I'll go back to the drawing board and change it to Wild. Because I feel it's gonna be better.
For Doomhammer.
None can escape my fury.
Do I keep this? Yeah, sure. Why not?
The calm before the storm.
Is it an elemental one? Oh, if it's an elemental, we already know what card they have. Ooh. Destroy a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. Ooh la la.
Justice is mine.
Yeah, it's elemental, elemental shaman. I actually need to play this, but I want to remove this also. Yep, now we have stuff from other classes. We can play this. Next turn. So if he plays something that has 3 health, I can kill it immediately. And then I'll play Shift to get a card and kill this. Which would have done 6 damage to me. Not that good. Is it gonna pop it? Oh no, it's gonna... What? Ah, +2/+2 on the hand. Okay, that's how you wanna play it.
How much is this worth to you?
I'll take that. This be our neck of the woods.
Probably should play the Mechano Egg just if he starts playing AoEs to get the most out of it.
Go as
He's trying to get a spell. Yep. Like I said, the Mechano Egg needs to go out like right now. Then that will protect the other cards, but I really need something to deal with Mr. Potato over there.
I take this.
Wait, what? In your deck, I don't really have anything that benefits from this, so Warpath is literally the better version of Arcane Explosion. I'm gonna keep it, and then I play one of you and remove the taunt. Actually, I don't have anything to duplicate Academic Espionage, which probably I should. Duplicate, I mean, duplicate the cards that you're putting into your deck, like the Elec. I talked about it before. Oh, that's the elemental that he got from... So, that is okay. I'm gonna get rid of you. Discover a weapon from another class. Have 9 cards. I really need to play something that's not gonna draw something else. And I think the answer is the Mechano Egg. Yep. Now he has to be more careful about what AoE he plays. Unless he has, whatchamacallit, Hex. That means that he has to waste an X on a card that didn't even start on my deck. And there is where this comes in handy. Shit. Why do you do this to me? Can I play it immediately? No. It actually sucks. Then. You can't play anything else. Come on. Oh, shit. Well, I mean... Why did he do that? To force me? Maybe just to force my hand, I guess. I'm of course not gonna waste this card on a Squirrel and a Silence Egg. But that means that next turn I'm playing a Mountain Giant. Which probably a deck that's gonna have a lot of cards in hand really needs the Mountain Giants, because they're just useful, right? Did he play an Elemental last turn? I don't remember. So let's play this. And then we play the Fox. Do I draw? No. Doing random damage is not gonna help me right now. So I'm better off... Yeah, I'm actually better off just playing the Fox. Trying to get something for next turn. Eureka! Random minion from your hand, which I have none. Thank you, Eureka. You're welcome. I can't do any voices. I actually don't know how to do voices, but right now it's impossible for me. Okay. Probably he wants to kill the 3-3 just so I can't get through the taunt. But that I have other ways. And probably he knows that, so he's not gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna try to kill the Mountain Giant. Oh. So, double Warpath into what? Summon a copy. I mean, a 6/6 for 6, not that bad, but it's not useful. I can actually send it back to my hand though, which is useful. Do I need a weapon? No. Warpath.
I wonder. Swiftly. Justice is mine.
I didn't even look at the other weapons. I just chose this one when I saw bomb. I don't know why. I can't use anything with a bomb. I really need that Vendetta though. I really need to draw the Vendetta. That's why I'm not using the Academic. I need to draw cards that do something. Backstab. That's not gonna be enough. Unless I can draw it. Which I will have to use backstab. Wait. Let's play averages here. Sap. That is not useful. That is also not useful. Choose one minion, shuffle copies.
Justice is mine.
Free of that blasted tower!
Okay. I can live with that, you know? Actually still have a backstab. Oh. Well, that's getting sapped immediately.
Justice is mine.
I take this. Oh, and that.
Demonic Project. Yeah, the only minion I have is Tess, so I don't want to do that. Maybe Bite for when he plays it again next turn. And I guess now I have to play Academic Espionage. Oh wow, right away? Well, okay, sure. What is this? No. What is the no?
Free of that blasted tower!
Wait, what? This is no. Why is Archmage Bargoth? No, I don't get it. Oh wait, he's... what? What happened? Oh, he gave it to me! He gave it to me! Okay, thank you. Thank you, you are most gracious. Well, I'm just go over here. And you are most gracious indeed. Oh, powerful. Overlord. Actually, do I want to give myself back the henchman? I can't play anything else. What if I just play Eureka, then Togwaggle it, then just send everything back to my hand?
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Swiftly. Justice is mine.
What if we... Wait, why is he drawing them at the beginning of his turn?
Dark spirits, twist the trees, foul the lake, and curse this land!
For each spell. Oh, he didn't get anything, because he didn't play any spells. Okay, so play Tess.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Warpath. Oh, come on! Don't kill Tess. Okay. Eureka, and it... okay. That's it? It wasn't as powerful as I thought, but okay. Do I just give Tess back to myself? Or do I wait a turn? Probably I wait a turn.
Justice is mine.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna win because of the range. That is really stupid. Unless he has 10 damage somewhere. Which I don't think he has, because he has to build a board. Oh, wait. I can't really deal with it. Oh, wait, what? Why is he... does he... Oh, he has Rush always. He has Rush always. I completely forgot about that. Oh, that's really bad, but, I mean... we can play around it, right? Yes! Fuck you! I think he was drawing for the other one. So, I am clearly going to play Tess again, but then I'm gonna Shadow Step it.
Justice is mine.
So then, of course, base damage. Then bomb. Then I'm gonna play Tess.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Please don't kill it. I really need Tess to be alive. Oh, perfect. Eureka, a 1-1, a 1-1, a 3-2. Sure. And then I'll have this back, please. Thank you. That will be my game. Thank you. You can go away now. You can't silence the 8-8. And Rush can't attack face. I mean, you can heal if you want to. That's not gonna deal with your problem. And again, Rock Biter, that's what I said. You combine it, you heal for 14. Lick him. Well, I mean... He didn't kill it, which is fine. Oh, because he knows that if I play the Warband, I'm gonna go again. I'm just not gonna play it now. Because I have 2 charges of the thing.
Nuts to you! I did it!
Bloodlust! Yes. And he draws it immediately. What's the point with the bomb if it doesn't stay on the deck? I mean, I'm okay with it doing damage because that's the only way I'm gonna win. But Bloodlust with a board full of like 1-1s. I'm talking Druid. I'm talking Druid. With a Burgling Thief. Burgling Rogue.
A path dimly lit.
This is the most stupid match I've had so far. Oh, he's gonna burn something. Ah, what a dick. That's... Ah, that is...
My hand is full.
Ah, okay. Well, I can backstab it. Then I can this.
Justice is mine.
Can I? It's overload too, right? I'm gonna play... I can't play Lick him because then it's gonna break the range caliber. But I can still play this one. And if he doesn't deal with that board, he will face defeat. I am constantly moving away from the mic. I don't know if that's gonna translate or not, but yeah. deal with the board. I'm just saying. Just saying you should have dealt with the squirrels. Look at those evil squirrels. They know. They know what's gonna happen. Oh. Well, I mean, I still win. I still win. Yeah, he went all in because he wanted as many spells as possible. Unless he's gonna play now. What? What? Did he seriously just do that? Oh wait, I have Lick him! I can still win! I have Lick him! Lick him saves the day! Because I played this thing.
Well played. Justice
Well, no,
is mine.
I won anyway without Lick him. You know what? This deck is a mess, but it does work. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna touch it. No, it stays there. It deserves it. What else? Dragon Paladin. And this is wild by default. This has to be wild, right? No, give me... Convert to wild, yes. Dragon. All them dragons. This one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And then, what else? This, not that, not this one. This one, of course. 3-5 for 3. Not bad. No. I mean, this one was good in the previous Paladin Dragon because I had a lot of spells. I don't really know. No. Reduce the cost of a random weapon, that's not it. This one was only good on Warrior because, you know, you can kill a target that's wounded, so, yeah. This is 2 for 1. Oh no, this is not a dragon, sorry. This is not a dragon. You tried to trick me, you whelp, but you're not a dragon. No, this is too slow. Crowd Rooster, of course. Chromagus, no. Oh, we ran out of space. Do we need Nosdormu and Onyxia? I mean, it's way... I don't have any spells, though. I don't have any clears, I don't have anything. What if we just play like this, see what happens? What? I mean, this is gonna give me 2 spells, and this is gonna give me another one. This is necessary. Yeah, these 2 are situational. I feel like these 2 are not gonna win me the game. It's just, if I don't have anything else to do, then I play this one, or this one. Like, this one actually requires an empty board, which I don't want in this game. In this deck, I mean. So yeah, I'm fine with it. Let's call it Dragon Pala 2.0. Is the point gonna... No. Okay. Usually when you use symbols, it can break some things, but it didn't. What is it? Dragon Pala 2.0. Oh, no.
That deck is only for wild.
Yeah, I know, Tavern guy, I know. So let's see what happens.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked
Mage.
for it.
I will fight with honor.
Uh-huh. instant synergy, I like it. We don't have a turn 1, but, I mean, it's fine.
None will survive.
Of course. Because that's all everyone is playing in Wild now. That means that when I play this, it's gonna instantly die. So I want to play this later. This is our turn 2.
You wanna cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
And especially since we can kill the 1/1 right there.
Once upon a time.
Well, I mean, since we have a 1/1 on the board, is it gonna die though? I don't like it if it's gonna die, because I don't have a way to remove the poisonous. I'm gonna pick it anyway, just to see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows?
You wanna cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Top of intellect. Spicy. I'm not gonna play it right now. I'm gonna wait. I feel like waiting. 2/4 dragons, which are gonna cost 4, I will guess. I do need a spell, right? Force him to kill it and not to... Yeah.
I see a vision in the flames.
Avenge. Oh,
Plot twist.
plot twist. There you go. I don't like it when they play those things, because now it's gonna copy it, right? No.
Plot twist. Prophecy.
What is it? Is it anti-spell? It could be a counter spell. Yeah, oh, it's there. I completely forgot. Ice block, mana bind. Yeah, it's all spells or at the end of the game. You cook.
Welcome to the show.
What? Oh. Sure. Let's draw a card, right?
Prophecy.
I didn't want to give him a spell damage, but since we know that there is no copy, so then that's it, done. He's trying to kill it, which is fine. I want the 2/1 to survive, to play the Marsh Drake next turn. Well, I'm okay with this.
I will be your doom. Ready?
Prophecy.
Okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine.
Prophecy.
Kill it.
Reporting for duty.
Not the most efficient turn, but I needed to play it. And if I wait too much, I won't be able.
Look how it burns.
Of course. What you don't know is that I can do that too. I'm a paladin with fireballs.
I wield the power. Black.
To battle.
I don't know if I should kill a 1/2, especially on turn 7, so I'm gonna do it. Just in case he has the flame strike. Again, I'm slowly going away. Sure. Whatever you say, dude. Do I just steal a card? Ooh.
Face the airs of magic.
This is basically a deck with, like, because it has no spells, you just control the board. That's the only way to win. But you have a ton of ways to control the board. The only problem is, of course, what's his name? Flame Strike. Or maybe some type of AoE buffed with spell power, which this guy has. No spell power? I mean, I'm assuming he's also playing Jaina. So I want to get rid of all of the small minions first. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a beast. 5. Well, it's only 5. It's only 5. Probably this is more useful.
I wield the power. Black.
And there is a duplicate. Well, sure. I don't know if I want to play too many. Because again... No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
To battle!
Protect the flag.
The Flame Strike is coming up any turn now. There is no way that he doesn't have a Flame Strike, right? Or maybe he's gonna play 2 now? He is. Why? And it's all secrets. Why is all secrets? Okay, I really need to remove stuff. You can duplicate it if you want.
Protect the flight.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Uh-huh. Sure. I'm gonna play this, because when it dies, it's gonna give me another dragon, which helps this guy. I'm also running out of hand, so I really need more cards. And there is the Flame Strike. I knew it. And that is why you don't commit to a low health board when you're playing against a mage. And this is gonna have 9 health. What do I do next? Just wait? I mean, this is not overcommitting, so...
Reporting for duty.
This is probably an ice block. Or a counter spell, but I don't have spells, so... I knew it! I knew it! What an asshole.
Who wield it?
Fun thing is, I can actually kill it. But do I want to kill it, though?
To battle!
Do I want to play by the rules? If I heal it for 3 more, it doesn't really matter, right?
Think.
Oh no, because yes, because it's gonna live on 1, so I can't kill it like that.
Let reading dragons lie.
Basically, he's locked me out of.
I must move quickly.
I have to go with this. I can't play anything else. I really want to buff the dragons, though.
Reality woven.
What are you gonna play? Good. That is absolutely fine. You can now go away, please. I knew it. Oh, he should have played that first. Right?
Barbaric.
Okay, let's just buff it.
A shift in the skies.
Let's go. I mean, I only buffed 3, but who cares?
Me have master plan. You know stop me.
You know stop me? I think I do stop you. Just not right now. Do I play? Probably I should play more big stuff.
They'll come for you.
Just look at this board.
I must decide. I can see to your
Yep.
power.
That there was not a lot that you can do just by drawing cards. Well, a deck only with minions that does work. Dragon Paladin. So yeah, basically these are the 3 decks that I'm gonna do with this expansion. I don't really know if there's gonna be more interesting ones. Like I said before, we got Khadgar for Mage, so maybe I'll try something with it, but I don't really see as minion summoning deck that also has spell damage and spell. I like to commit to something. I like the gimmicks. This doesn't look like a gimmick. This does look like something that's gonna make a powerful deck, but you have to play around it, so I don't know. I really don't know how this will shape into a deck. May try something, I will experiment, but I've been doing this for like 3 hours now. So yeah. Unlike the previous one, unlike the Rastakan's Rumble, this is gonna be a one-off. I'm not gonna do another one, mainly because, like I explained in the past, I don't have much time right now. That's why I was doing this at 7:30 AM. So, yeah. I don't think I have much else to say. So, that will be all, I guess. Adios.